Hello, boys and girls, how are you? I hope you're keeping safe and you're fine. I have gone through the questions that you failed in science, just like mathematics. You failed a lot of questions, and I've realized that you failed a lot of class 5 and 4 work. That means you've forgotten a lot. So today I've prepared a revision in science, just to remind you of the things that you failed. Question 1. In solids, pressure is usually affected by dash. Pressure is usually affected by dash. I want us to look at different shapes. Pressure in solids are affected by shapes. Shapes. Now, shape of what? Shape of the surface area of the object, of the solid. Now let's look at different solids. For example, you want to push a peg like this, into the soil. You want to drive it into the soil, and another peg like that into the soil, another peg like that into the soil. Now you ask yourself, which one will be driven easily? Which one will be driven easily? Yeah, according to the shapes of the area in contact. This one has a smaller surface area, the smallest surface area, but this one has the largest surface area. This one is buoyant. You say buoyant. Circular is buoyant. And so we need to understand that the smaller the surface area, the easier it is. The easier it is, or let's say the less the pressure exerted. Thank you. The less, the more the pressure. Sorry. The more the pressure exerted. The more the pressure exerted. So, and vice versa. That the smaller the surface area, the more the pressure exerted. Like this one exerts more pressure. Like let's take for the ladies who have the heels, they walk with the heels. Leave alone the wedged shoes, but the heels that are sharp pointed. When they walk in mud or in the soil, they tend to sink because the sharper point of the heels exerts more pressure in the soil, causing it to sink down. So the answer here is the surface area. Let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 states, the clouds drawn below indicate dash. Let us walk through some of the characteristics of the clouds. Nimbus are dark in color. One, you need to know they are dark in color. Number 2, they are lower in the sky. Low in the sky. Number 3, we can say that they are a sign of rain and storm. Rain and storm. And number 4, we can say they cover the whole sky. 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 And so forth and so on. Let's come to cumulus clouds. Cumulus clouds here, you can say they are like bundles of cotton. Bundles of cotton. They're like bundles of cotton. Number 2, they are high in the sky. They are high in the sky. High in the sky. They are high in the sky. And number 3, they are a sign of fine weather. They are a sign of fine weather. Sign of fine weather. Weather. And number 4, I can write there. Number 4, they are flat based. They are flat based. Flat based. They are flat based. So looking at those characteristics, we can be able to choose the right answer from the choices. We can be able to look to choose the right answer from the choices. We have other clouds though, and they are stratus and cirrus. Those ones are not learned so much in primary, and so we can select the answer from these characteristics, and the answer here indicates fine weather, because you can see they are flat based and they are looking like bundles of cotton. That is what they were testing, and that is class 4 work, boys and girls. You cannot say that you did not learn it in class 6, because most of this work is learned in 4 and 5. So let's go to question number 3. How many sets of teeth does a human being have? Now, we have 2 sets of teeth. Sets of teeth. We have 2 sets of teeth. Now, the first set is called temporary. Temporary. Most of you call it milk teeth. And others call it deciduous. Deciduous teeth. This is the first set of teeth. And then the second set of teeth is called permanent. Permanent teeth. Now, temporary teeth contain the incisors, the canine, and the premolars. Premolars. But permanent teeth has 4 types. 4 types. And these are the incisors, canine, premolars, and the molars. Some people call it wisdom teeth. Some people call it wisdom teeth. One more fact about these 2 sets. The first set appears from 3.5 to 4 months. It begins to grow after the birth of a child. And then it takes a while, up to 5 years, while in the mouth, and after that the child begins to shade them off. Once they shade off, they are replaced with permanent teeth. Now, permanent teeth are not supposed to be shaved off. That's why they are called permanent. And once they are extracted, they don't grow again. You remain with a gap in the mouth. And that's why we are supposed to take care of our teeth. Permanent. I hope you understand. Now let's account for 32. 32 is the number, the total number of teeth in the grown up, in a grown up. When somebody is grown up, he must have 32. Now 4 is the number of canines. The number of canines in the mouth. 2 on each jaw. 2 on each jaw. Then we have 12 is the number of molars. The number of molars in the mouth should be 12. Alright? And so the answer here is D, 2 sets of teeth. Let's go to question number 5. I hope you have understood, boys and girls. Chemicals that are used to control weeds are known as dash. Weeds. Let's account for insecticides. Now, boys and girls, insecticides is a general word. The general word that means all the chemicals that are that are used to control insects, all insects like cockroaches, insects like the mosquitoes, the house flies, all those insects, all the insects that move around our houses. It's a general word. So this insecticide could be, even some pests that are included here could be controlled by an insecticide. Now, to control insects, the key word here is insects. Insects, any kind of insect. Now let's come to pesticides. From the word pest. A pest is an animal. It's an animal that affects, that attacks either plants or other animals. That's a pest. So we have plant pests and animal pests. And so a pesticide is a chemical used to control pests. Pests. The word is pests in general. Pests in general. Either animal or plants. Animal or plants. I hope you understand. Now, acaricides. Acaricides are used to control animal pests. Used to control animal pests. And these might include the ticks on cattle, the mites in livestock. So those animal pests can be controlled by acaricides. Then we've got herbicides. From the word herb. Herb means plant. Herb means plants. So herbicides are chemicals used to control weeds. To control weeds. Now, boys and girls, from that explanation, we can be able to get the right answer from the choices. And obviously, the right answer is herbicides. To control weeds. And the last question today is question number 6. The instrument below is used to measure dash. You can see it has a spring. And it has a hook here where you put the weight. Now I have already hinted. So let us describe what mass is. Mass is the amount of matter in a substance. Amount of matter contained in a substance. That is its mass. Mass is measured in kilograms, grams, kilograms and grams. Yes, that is mass. And tons, you can say tons also, tons. Now, what is density? What is density? Density is the ratio between volume and mass. Ratio between mass and volume. That ratio. So we say mass over volume. That is density. Now, what is volume? Boys and girls, volume is the area occupied by matter. Area occupied by matter. The space, you can say the space occupied by matter. That is its volume. Now we remain with weight. Weight refers to the pull of gravity. Pull of gravity on matter. Pull of gravity on matter. That is weight. And it is measured in newtons. Measured in newtons. Measured in newtons. And then volume is measured in cubic units. Cubic, you can say meters cubed, centimeters cubed, millimeters cubed. So we now know that. Now, boys and girls, let's look at the question after that explanation. The instrument below is used to measure dash. Now, mass, we measure it using a balance, a beam balance. That is mass, beam balance. Weight is measured using a spring balance. A spring, that one, spring balance. And volume is calculated, density is calculated. So we don't use a machine to measure that. So the right answer here remains the weight. The weight. The weight. The instrument below is used to measure weight. Weight is a force. Weight is a force. And the spring balance is used to measure force. Yeah. Okay, I hope you do understand. Boys and girls, as you can see, this question, they don't come from class 6. They have come from class 4 and 5. So the fact that you did not learn in class 6 does not mean you should fail this. It only shows that you've forgotten class 5 and 4 work. I hope to continue with the revision until we finish that paper. God bless you for now. Bye.